The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day, we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by LevelTradingField.com, the online communication, research, and quantitative platform with the largest collection of financial tools for traders, including the innovative Bitcoin Market Predictor. The Bitcoin Market Predictor is a simple prediction game where 10 people place bets on the future price of Bitcoin, and the top 3 most accurate predictions wins. Sign up at LevelTradingField.com with promo code INSIDER. The Options News Rundown is also brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in options trading education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's Live Advantage Group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is February 22nd, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is a CNBC.com piece. Goldman Sachs sees greater than 95% chance of a Fed rate hike in March. Goldman Sachs is all but certain the Federal Reserve will hike interest rates next month. Strong growth and an uptick in inflation have boosted confidence among Federal Reserve policymakers that the U.S. economy is ready for higher interest rates, according to an official account of the central bank's most recent meeting in late January. The minutes appeared to reinforce investors' expectations that the Fed would raise rates at its next meeting in March. Shortly after the meeting minutes were published Wednesday, Goldman Sachs upwardly revised its probability of a March rate hike to more than 95% chance. The minutes from the January Federal Open Market Committee meeting indicated further improvements in the growth outlook and slightly more hawkish views on inflation, Goldman Sachs said in a research note late Wednesday. Our second story today is from Investing.com. Tight supply and rising prices undercut on U.S. home sales. U.S. home sales unexpectedly fell in January, leading to the biggest year-on-year decline in more than 3 years, as a chronic shortage of houses lifted prices and kept first-time buyers out of the market. The supply squeeze and rising mortgage interest rates are stoking fears of a lackluster spring selling season. The second straight monthly drop in home sales reported by the National Association of Realtors on Wednesday added to weak retail sales and industrial production in January and suggesting lower economic growth in the first quarter. There may be some headwinds ahead for home resales with rising mortgage costs affecting how much the buyer can afford, and this could put a damper on existing home sales and take some of the wind out of the economy's sails, said Chris Rupke, chief economist at MUFG in New York. And this next story comes by way of Investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Thursday. Global stocks slump amid Fed-driven jitters. Global stocks were on the back foot after minutes from the Federal Reserve's January meeting underlined expectations for faster U.S. interest rate hikes, souring appetite for riskier assets around the world. Asian markets ended broadly lower, with Hong Kong's Hang Seng and Japan's Nikkei 225 faring the worst, closing down around 1.5% and 1.1% respectively. But Chinese markets were in a better mood, returning from their long holiday break, with a gain of about 2.2% for the Shanghai Blue Chip Index. Second thing to know is the dollar and treasury yields stand tall thanks to hawkish Fed view. The US dollar rose to a 1.5-week high against a basket of major currencies, boosted by speculation the Fed will raise interest rates at a faster pace than currently expected. The dollar index, which gauges the US currency against a basket of 6 major rivals, reached its best level since February 12th at 90.17 in overnight trade. It was last at 90.05, well above the 3-year low of 88.15 touched last week. Third thing to know is oil is under pressure ahead of EIA weekly supply report. The U.S. Energy Information Administration will release its weekly report on oil supplies, which comes out one day later than usual due to Monday's President's Day holiday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, amid analyst expectations for a gain of nearly 1.8 million barrels. Fourth thing to know is Bitcoin slides back towards the 10,000 level. Prices of major cryptocurrencies continued lower for the second day in a row, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple all suffering significant declines as overall market sentiment waned. And the fifth thing to know is the UK economic growth is revised lower. Britain's economy grew more slowly than first thought during the 3 months to December, official figures showed, raising questions about the economy's strength as the Bank of England prepares to raise interest rates. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, February 22nd, 2018. Your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart, and have a great day.
The Options News Rundown is brought to you by LevelTradingField.com, the online communication, research, and quantitative platform with the largest collection of financial tools for traders, including the innovative Bitcoin Market Predictor. The Bitcoin Market Predictor is a simple prediction game where 10 people place bets on the future price of Bitcoin, and the top 3 most accurate predictions wins. Sign up at LevelTradingField.com with promo code INSIDER. The Options News Rundown is also brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in options trading education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's Live Advantage Group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.